Hey, yo, the pizza here.
Sergeant Woods.
Alpha and Omega.
Is the leader of
Furry gang.
and the most dangerous terrorist since Osama bin Laden.
All he said was...
Para momento número 2.
That's Spanish for dipshit. You boys better get your together. He's gonna attack.
Yo, I hit the jeweler, got some goals. I sold a little weed, but I could never sell my soul. And when I'm in LA, you find me out in Lil Toe. Come a vocal with my ramen, I'ma need another blow. Let's go.
MF Doom, MF Doom.
Yes! Yes!
Playboy Cardi.
I'ma go What's up?
MF Doom.
Hello.
You know, before I begin, I gotta say something. Alpha and Omega 1, I am so sorry. And the reason I say that is because Alpha and Omega Family Vacation is the worst thing I've seen so far in my life. I'm not even trying to be funny or anything. This film is just legit that bad. And you would think, oh, this is the 5th film in the Alpha and Omega series. How bad could it be, really? Apparently, the answer is the 9th Circle of Hell. Watching this film was actually painful, like physically painful. And you know, the last one honestly wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't good or anything, but it tried a little bit. But no, somehow they made one that's even worse. So let's jump into it, I guess. I don't know how to start videos anymore. Brush sound effect, vine boom, a fart noise. So the film opens literally the exact same way the other 3 did, but this time it has voiceover, which is a massive change of pace for the franchise.
It broke new ground!
We then cut to Kate Humphrey and their spawns of Satan, and apparently they're going on a family vacation, which is the title of Alpha and Omega Family Vacation.
This is a family
God.
The family then argues a bunch, and then they reuse some animations. And then Fleet's brought up, who is that one guy from Alpha and Omega 3, the Great Wolf games.
She has puppy love. Like a boyfriend?
If it's on Discord, I'm calling the police!
I realize this moment may not be the most convenient for a heart-to-heart.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean Fleet?
This is literally brought up for no reason. There is no natural transition between family vacation and boyfriend. So as you can tell, the dialogue is off to a very good start. This leads Claudette to think about Flint, which furthermore leads to the film literally reusing footage from Alpha and Omega 3 as a flashback. Wait a minute, so in the previous films they were reusing previous assets, to the point where, especially in Alpha and Omega 3, they were just straight up recoloring characters. But now they're just straight up reusing old scenes. Are you kidding me? They are literally reusing old footage from movies we've already seen. Are we sure these movies aren't money laundering schemes?
What was your mistake? You didn't launder your money.
So anyways, the flashback ends. The brother and sister then fight, and Claudette tries to murder him.
How's this for real?
And she chases him up a tree. Did the tree textures not load in properly? The fuck's happening here? Whoa, man, finally, the true unbridled power of the Xbox 360. And to make matters even worse, the tree switches models between shots. You know what? At this point, I'm not even surprised. This franchise can't even do skyboxes properly. Why did I ever think that they'd do a tree properly? Why did I ever think that? And then there's a billion years of talking, and that's about it. And then...
Claudette, remember that time you and Stinky almost died trying to save Runt?
Wait a minute, they're reusing footage again? But they literally just reused footage 3 minutes ago. Only this time it's from the second movie. We are already 5 minutes into the movie, and about 2 of those have been spent reusing footage. I just... What? Anyways, back to the... story. So the family look at a beautiful shot from the first movie, but then they're approached by some reused wolf models.
You need to get out of here.
What? What for?
They're trapping wolves.
So yeah, that's going on. And Kate's all like,
Humphrey and I have been through this before.
and then the film reuses footage again, this time from the first movie. Within the first 6.5 minutes, they have reused footage from previous movies 3 times. Man, I didn't know that Bobby Kotick was directing this. So anyways, back to the plot, if you can even call it that. So it turns out that some humans are trying to capture the wolves, like in the first movie. So the wolves hide in the woods, and we get another flashback to the first movie. Only 32 seconds, and we already have another flashback. Literally, all they did was cover old footage in oil.
Only tranquilizer guns. They can do a lot of harm.
So sicko.
So these wolves leave, bye-bye, you were real important to the story, bye. And so Kate and Humphrey are all like, oh, we gotta get out of here, bro. And so Humphrey brings up the train.
How far is the train?
Which leads to, I can't believe I'm saying this already, another flashback. I didn't even spend 15 seconds not talking about a flashback. So far, the entirety of this movie has just been clips from previous movies drowned in piss. I'm like 6 minutes into editing this, and I already want to commit a bunch of war crimes.
Now that was a hybrid ride.
So Cade, using her Batman Arkham Detective vision, finds the train. So they all Metal Gear Solid their way through a flat field, using a log that is way too small on the outside to fit them all inside. But uh-oh, the humans are here. So the wolves escape, but the humans spot them, which wouldn't have happened if the wolves just waited for the humans to go away.
Waiting for my butt to sit on.
So the humans, which are literally recolored models from the first movie, chase after them, riding in their truck on the way to GameStop. So, and get this, the way they lose the hunters is fucking ridiculous. So the pups, not the adults, but the pups, get into a formation, I guess, and then start kicking dust back at the hunters, which causes a mini sandstorm. What? How? I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. This shouldn't even be possible. You know what? Why am I even surprised? I really shouldn't at this point. So the wolves then slide and, oh, that looks terrible. And then they escape and that's about it. Cut to the funny geese. Yeah, they're here too. Where they run into Flint and the bear from the third movie and the porcupine from the third movie. And just like in the third movie, they are completely intolerable.
Oh, Marcel and Patty.
Nigga, shut the hell up.
The only 2 birds that don't bother me.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like birds at all, but wait a minute. Why is it just the funny geese that don't bother him? Wow, it sure is convenient that the bear's bird issues can just turn off because the plot needs it to. Who wrote this shit? Lily Orchard? Okay, maybe I shouldn't make that joke. So anyways, Flint's all like,
Claudette is headed to the falls. I gotta make sure she's safe and doesn't get captured. She's my girl.
So yeah, Fleet is just simping for Claudette at this point, and his friends are helping him simp, which makes them pretty terrible friends.
Claudette is gonna be with me for the rest of my life.
Goofy ass nigga!
So the funny geese leave, and that's about it. And then those 2 porcupines from Alpha and Omega 4 come in. So now we have 3 recolored porcupines in the same scene.
Mike, it's us with bad news.
What the fuck is this?
Didn't someone tell them the goth look is out?
No, shut the fuck up. Alpha and Omega characters do not know what goth is. Are we clear on that?
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real!
Oh, look at that fluffed up mane.
So they all team up and that's about it. Meanwhile, the wolves are all hiding in a tree, and Humphrey's talking about Kate or something, and then another flashback happens. This marks the 6th flashback in the movie. Is this the entire movie just reused footage and dumb bullshit? No wonder Crest Animation is fucking dead. Their movies are like 1 step away from being a front for the mafia. So anyways, the hunters are here, but also the train is here. So Humphrey offers to distract the hunters. So he Playboy Cardi dilits on them. And then he, what the fuck? What is this? The ninja Fortnite? Huh, I guess you could say.
The bodies were mutilated beyond recognition.
So the other wolves sneak off, but the hunters spot them. So Humphrey starts eating out one of the hunters. You can't tell me that's not what's going on here. And I guess Fleet's here too, and the rest of the gang. A beautiful Deus Ex Machina. And then they all meet up, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Agnes, my homegirl.
Oh, my N-word, huh?
And then, long story short, they make it to the train, and that's about it. So now they're all on the train. And Claudette and what's the other guy's name?
Fred Fox?
Poggers!
Yeah, they start yiffing all over the floor. But Humphrey literally cuts off the guy's penis. I'm not joking with you. And then Cade and Humphrey start yiffing all over the floor and reminiscing about the first movie that nobody fucking liked at all. Except furries.
I finally got Kate to howl with me.
Humphrey, you had me at hello.
And then the bear has to pee, and yes, I am bringing that up because that's slightly important.
Let's make this moment last.
I have to pee.
And then, I kid you not, there is a peeing song number. And it's to the tune of one of the tracks off of the first movie's soundtrack.
There was a little stream who fled into a river.
And to make matters somehow even worse, this leads into a fucking flashback. A flashback of Humphrey peeing in the original movie. I want to see Alpha and Omega Lover 76 defend this pile of shit. Please, I implore you. And then all the Alpha and Omega characters sing along because I didn't have enough of a reason to kill myself.
There was a little stream who fled into a river.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. I prefer the wolf dance scene in the original over this. So they all get off the train, I guess. And then some meandering happens. I don't even know what's happening anymore. And then another flashback happens. And it's of Humphrey hitting the moose butt, I guess. But that didn't actually happen in the original. Because in the original, he avoided the moose. But in this flashback, he hits the moose. And then it's confirmed after the flashback that he did hit the moose. So what I'm getting at here is that they retconned a butt joke. I didn't even know that was possible. How do you do that? So anyways, they get chased by the hunters in a plane, and then the hunters leave or something, and that's about it. Glad to know my time isn't being wasted. The crew then rests in the cave, and then the hunters come by, and then they get scared away by an epic prank, and that's about it. The next day, they're talking about vehicles or something.
We've already done the trains. Don't want to do planes. So how about automobiles?
This is a reference to Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, an R-rated 1987 comedy that I've never seen, but I wish I were watching right now. So then another fucking flashback happens, making this the 9th flashback in the movie.
Yeah, you didn't know Papa was a Rolling Stone, did you?
Can this film just stop talking, please? And so they keep walking and come across the RV from the first movie. Hey, I remember the first movie. They then see the old woman from the first movie, but now she's a PS2 model. And then she does something.
What is she doing?
Her biker boyfriend left her, and now she's a bit lonely.
Oh, finally, Alpha and Omega lore. And then some birds come in, which leads to the bear. Oh, wait, it's a flashback scene. The 10th one in this movie. Yeah, that's right. We have another flashback, and this time it's to the bear's bird issues. Once again, let me remind you, 10 flashbacks. I can't even say anything unique anymore. This film is dog shit.
Here's something for you.
I would turn a nigga into a converter. Let's go.
So anyway, so the bear tries to kill the birds, but then the woman tries to kill the bear, and then everyone comes out, then the woman dies. I'm not even joking, that's what happens.
Oh no, she died.
Nigga, what the fuck?
What do we do?
I mean, we killed her. How am I going to leave with myself?
When the fuck did this become Spec Ops The Line?
I'm so sorry.
This wasn't my fault.
But it turns out that the woman is actually alive and it was all a fake out. But you see, wouldn't it have been more interesting if she was dead?
That feels good.
Nigga! So the old lady then helps them out, and the hunters come by, and the old lady's like,
Well, I'm no wolf, but I have been called a fox of my time.
And then they leave, and that's about it. The old woman then puts the wolves in the back of her car and drives them back home. But then the hunters catch up with her, which leads to an epic car chase where cars are covered in oil and fly really high. The hunters then crash and die, and our heroes are now free. But the hunt ain't over yet. So Humphrey ends up killing the hunters, and then the day is saved. Woo, woohoo! We then get an establishing shot, which is literally the establishing shot from the beginning of the first movie, meaning they have reused footage for a grand total of 11 times. I didn't think they'd get lazier. What the fuck?
How was our first family vacation, guys?
Awesome. The best.
We almost got put in captivity and died! And then the movie ends, and that's about it. So that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Trying to explain how bad this movie is gets me so upset that I start speaking a different language, like, I hated every second of this. Everything in this movie is lazy. The animation is stiff and garbage. The story is just the first one, but with more characters. And speaking of reusing old stories, half this movie is just just reused footage from the older movies. What makes matters worse is that, not counting credits, this movie is 38 minutes long. And did you know that according to multiple film academies, a film has to be more than 40 minutes to be considered feature length? What I'm getting at here is that this literally isn't a movie. Call it what you want, a TV special, a short film, a snuff film, any of those will do. But in my book, this ain't a movie. But it is a crock of shit. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, suck my dick. And that's where the video ends. I don't know how to end videos,
Fuck you in the lanes you came with. Me and you ain't on the same shit. You ain't in my lane, bitch, nah. Throw that shit in fifth, rollie on my wrist. Ay, baby, you a star, I'm my only wish. I'm counting blue hundreds, I'm too money. Ay, and my little bitch, she too lovely. Yeah, hanging up and calling me right back. Ay, baby, why you calling me like that? Yeah, getting high with the seat laid back. Baby, gon' relax, yeah. Hey, they don't know the half, yeah. No matter what happened, I got your back. Baby, that's the facts, yeah. That's the facts, yeah.
I was going to ask Kate out on a date, but...
I didn't see you get on.